Welcome back, Fishing the South fam. I'm sitting in my room at this time. This is my top 10 pre-spawn baits, guys. This is what y'all can find them. If y'all can find, right now, they're in the grass for us. They're still in the pre-spawn stage, so that's why we're using this video. Once we start getting into the bed fishing baits, which is going to be your spawn fishing baits, I got a top 10 for them too. Some of these baits may be on the top 10 also, so y'all watch out for that. First bait, I have to say, is starting to warm up. Well, not really starting to warm up. If it's still kind of chilly like it is around here, I got this Red Eye Special Strike King spinnerbait. What I do with this is I find any type of brush, any type of wood structure, any type of structure underneath the water, up shallow, out deep. This is the 3/8 ounce, and what I do, I'll either flip them if I'm up close, or if I find some grass out in the middle of the water, I throw it and run it through it. It's a really good bait, really good spinner bait, and I'll leave a link down below for this so you can buy it. Next, let's keep on with the grass baits and stuff. Arky Original Jig. It's a black and blue. You find grass, structure, anything with this. This is a swim jig. Don't get it confused between the football head jigs to a flipping jig to a structure jig. A swim jig is what this is. You can tell by the difference with the head. You know, football head, it's got a football shape. A structure jig is... Really? I ain't never had a structure jig, so I've always either used a swim bait or a flipping jig or a football head jig. You'll know the difference between them, but Arky Black and Blue, original bass jig. I have very much luck with it, and it's the 3/8 ounce also. Let's go with the 3/8 ounce Z-Man original chatterbait. You're gonna see Z-Man a couple of times in my videos. It's just because I love Z-Man products. I stand behind Z-Man products. Z-Man, if y'all watching this, guys, hit me up. Email is in my about me, guys. I love to do some work with y'all, just like I love to do some work with Strike King. I love to do work with Man, Zoom products. I mean, guys, it don't matter what y'all use, but I stand behind Z-Man 100%. From their TRDs to their finesse worms to everything they got out, I stand behind them. So, Z-Man original chatterbait. This is the black and blue 3/8 ounce. Starting to warm up. Top order. This frog specifically is the Jawbone Tackle Company. It's the white, and it's the popper frog. What I like to do with mine, I'm not going to show you. If the legs are a little bit longer than each other, well, if you like your legs long, you use your legs long. I'm a type of guy that likes to trim my legs, so what I do with it, I let the legs, the little streamers, go down to about length of the frog, and I let it go all the way down, and I cut it at length of the frog for it. I found out I got a better, with my walking frogs, I got a better walk with it. And with these popper frogs, it's just, I just do it that way. You still get the same amount of pop, but you can also walk these frogs the same way. Next up is going to be the Speed Crawl by Zoom. Carolina rig it, Texas rig it, weightless Texas rig. Do anything with it. Fish grass with it, you can fish rocks with it, you can fish structure with it. It's just all out good bait around. Next is these paddle tail worms by Big Bite Baits, and these are the Disco Violets. And what I do, I rig it with a small little weighted swim bait hook, and I'll swim it either around docks, or out in grass or out in deep water to catch fish. These Yum Dingers, what I love doing, I got a cut in the back of them for some reason. These Yum Dingers right here, what I usually wacky rig it, but I will Texas rig it. During the summertime, I found out Texas rigging these stick baits, I like watery fishing the ain't offshore grass, but it's around the inside, right outside the well, them are the Yum Dingers, them are the smoked pearl jams. But what I found out about them is you fish the grass morning times, the fish are back up in the creeks. During when it starts warming up, get out around where the boats are, and they'll start moving the water, the wakes off of it to help oxygenate it, and they're staying around that grass, around the edge of the grass. So next up is the Jingbug Color Super Finesse Worm by Stripe King. Stand behind Kevin Van Dam and Greg Ackery. I stand behind them. Finesse worms is one easy way to catch fish that are biting slow if it's still cold where you are during your pre-spawn. If the fish start moving up into the pockets of the coves, in the middle of the coves, you can throw this as their structure down there. If you see fish down there, you can throw it. You can throw it and you can catch fish. Guarantee you. These big jokers, these man jelly worms. I got a 10 pack of the watermelon seed. What I like to usually do with these, I know some people just use one hook. What I like to do is basically make a trailer hook off my first hook. I'll hook it in the first one, but then all around my eye, I put like probably not even a foot, probably about this much line on the other hook. Tie it to another hook, 3/0 hook is what I use. And I put it through the edge of the tail, back part of the tail. That way, if the fish don't completely swallow it and they just hit the tail, you can feel it, set the hook, you got the fish on. Back to a Z-Man product. The TRDs. I love the TRDs. Love them to death. I love the Ned rigs. I got a ass load of Ned rig hooks. So I use a Ned rig like everywhere I go. A Ned rig, if they're not biting, I can throw it around the dock, throw it around in the grass. I've been out in about 20 foot of water during the summertime and was on humps over in Lake Watery, and I've caught fish off of a Ned rig. Shaky heads is another good thing. I've actually thrown a TRD on a shaky head and caught fish on it. I tell you, Z-Man products is your way to go if you want Ned rig worms, finesse worms, any type of worms to go. But a finesse worm, I use any type of worms. Like I said, not sponsored by any of these, but I'm gonna show you one thing that helps me catch my fish, guys. I use it on my soft plastics. I use it on my soft baits. I've even put it on my trailers for my spinner baits. I put it on trailers for different stuff. I've even put it on some crankbaits, and the fish just knock it. So, guys, so if you go to Walmart, I know Walmart sells it. I don't think Academy sells it. Dick's may sell it. But if you can't find it at Walmart, your local Walmart, go online, guys. Liquid Mayhem. Liquid Mayhem is the #1 fish attractant on the market at this time. You put it on, and you put it on any type of bait you want to. You just put it on, and it sticks on it. It's a gel-based bait. So far, this is the garlic scent crawl. You can get regular crawl. You can get different types. You just go look at the website. The garlic scent crawl is what I use, and it will stay on your line. Well, it will stay on your bait. I know I've thrown it 50 times and it's still on it, guys. Liquid Mayhem is made out of real bait, guys. It is made out of real crawfish. It can be made out of real minnows. It's just put the garlic scent onto it. The fish stay on it longer. When you make it out of actual bait, guys, the fish will say, this is actually a crawfish. I'm gonna keep eating this. Gives you a long enough time to set the hook if they're short striking it. They'll eat it, they'll tear it up, guys. I promise you. They're a good company. I stand behind this product. I stand behind all my products. I stand behind my American Tackle. I stand behind my American Tackle rods. I stand behind my microwave guides the American Tackle's got out. I stand behind my Bushido line. I stay behind my Nano X line, guys. I love their products. I love Berkley. My Berkley hooks I use the Berkley Fusion hooks, guys. I stand behind my Berkley Fusion. Berkley is not one of my sponsors again, but I stand behind all that, guys. Let's turn this out of this. I hope y'all can get this right here helped y'all out to catch y'all more fish, guys. I really, truly want y'all guys to catch more fish. So make sure, guys, y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Stay tuned for the not post spawn. I'm having a hard day for your video of the spawn fish, guys. I'm out.